What an embarrassment. What an absolute embarrassment. Last night was further proof as to why people don't watch pretend basketball. Last night was further proof as to why people do not respect the WNBA.
You know it's bad when your own teammate can't even watch you play anymore. That's exactly what happened to Angel Reese during the Sky's crushing loss to the Liberty. While Reese missed layup after layup, cameras caught Kamilla Cardoso physically distancing herself every time Reese touched the ball. The body language wasn't subtle, it was brutal. All caught on tape. Is this the beginning of the end for Reese in Chicago? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Should the Sky trade Angel Reese?
The Chicago Sky are already imploding from within. Fans are turning on the team. Kamilla Cardoso, oh no. Free Kamilla Cardoso. She is fed up with the Chicago Sky experiment. Tyler Marsh, once again, salute to you. You are doing the rest of the league.
The Chicago Sky just made WNBA history, and not in a good way. Through their first 2 games, they've posted a staggering minus 60-point differential. That's not just bad, it's catastrophic. No team in WNBA history has started a season this poorly. In just 48 minutes of play, the Sky have gone from playoff hopefuls to an absolute disaster.
Reese had her worst professional basketball game, and I'm not even stretching that out. That's not me trying to be overly elaborate, trying to really make it sound awful. No, she was bad. 0 of 8 from the field, 12 rebounds, of which I believe 8 were offensive. It was a terrible.
A minus 60 differential means one thing: you're getting blown out by 30 points per game. In a league where games are usually tight, that kind of margin is unheard of. For context, the previous worst 2-game start in league history was minus 40. Chicago managed to do 20 points worse. That's not just historically bad, it's humiliating.
Chicago Sky fans are officially going to war. They can't stand Tyler Marsh. Let's start here. Worst plus minus in all of the WNBA is, in fact, you guessed it, Angel Reese. 9 out of the 14, bottom 14 are Chicago players. How is Angel running point guard going? 5 turnovers, 0 assists. I don't see Tyler Marsh winning the coach.
The Liberty game exposed everything wrong with this team. New York came into Chicago's house and ran them off the court, winning 99-74. And to make matters worse, the Liberty made a WNBA regular season record 19 three-pointers. While New York couldn't miss, Chicago couldn't hit anything, shooting just 36.2% from the field. It was a 3-point massacre.
Angel Reese was dedicating this season to winning. I thought she was focused on carrying the Chicago bravado to the promised land of golden toilets and bathrooms with running water. Hey y'all, it's me, Angel Reese. I'm dedicating this season to victory. I'm struggling to understand the end destination of this journey. I'm struggling to understand the winning that Angel Reese is talking about. Because 2 games into the season, the Chicago Bravado are losing by an average of 30 points. They're getting their ass kicked.
None of this was supposed to happen. After acquiring Ariel Atkins in the offseason, expectations were high. Pairing her shooting with Reese's rebounding was meant to be a playoff formula. But just 2 games in, fans are already demanding changes. The gap between preseason hype and this disastrous start couldn't be more jarring.
The Sky's minus 60-point diff is the worst through a team's first 2 games in WNBA history. It's real bad. Of course, last night we saw this, of course, is the stat patter extraordinaire. Of course, this was Angel Reese. She got blocked, I don't know how many times, by Jonquel Jones, who just wore her ass out. By the way, all them blocks when she got the ball back, that's an offensive rebound. Certainly may be the most embarrassing WNBA clip of all time. It's up there, unfortunately, for Angel Reese. There's many of those.
The numbers tell a grim story. This team is broken on every level. Offensively, they can't make shots. Defensively, they're giving up record nights. This isn't a slump, it's a total system collapse. And when that happens, frustrations start to boil over. That's exactly what happened during the Liberty game. The cameras didn't miss a second, and what they captured about team chemistry will shock you.
Last night against the New York Liberty, one of the worst games she's played as a professional, takes that out on the...
Angel Reese went 0-for-8 from the field. Not a single made basket. But that's just scratching the surface. Through 2 games, she's 5 of 22 overall, a shooting percentage that wouldn't fly in high school. These aren't tough shots either, most are layups and point-blank looks that should be automatic for a pro.
Starting to understand why I make fun of this league? Are you starting to understand why the WNBA struggles to draw an audience based on the product on the court? There are missed shots, bad plays, but in the NBA, missed layups are the exception, not the norm. Last night, Angel Reese played 27 minutes. Angel Reese had 12 rebounds, with 8 coming on the offensive end. 8 offensive rebounds. Angel Reese went 0 for 8 from the field and scored 2 points. 2 points in 27 minutes.
It gets worse. Reese has made just 4 of 17 shots from within 5 feet, a jaw-dropping 23.5% on layups and close-range attempts. She's missing 3 out of every 4 shots at the rim. Against New York, she missed multiple uncontested layups, and her teammates could barely hide their frustration on the bench.
This is all part of the myth that I'm supposed to believe that Angel Reese is some great player, that she's the rival of Caitlin Clark, and that Indiana Fever fans taunted her with racial taunts, and people are actually believing it, buying it, and selling it. It's all a myth and a lie, and you have to be a part of some religious cult to actually believe that Angel Reese is some sort of effective, big-time basketball super.
Reese is also leading the entire WNBA in turnovers, with 10 in just 2 games. Every time she touches the ball, there's a real chance it ends up in the opponent's hands. These aren't just bad luck turnovers, they're sloppy passes and fumbled dribbles that lead to easy scores the other way. While the average WNBA forward shoots around 45%, Reese is sitting at a disastrous 22.7%.
Cardoso with the miss. Angel Reese picks it up, what she's good at. Getting another offensive rebound. She says, give me that. How about another? Persistence trying to pay off. Jones gets a piece. Angel Reese won't give up. Jones with another block.
A viral moment summed it all up, Reese missing several layups in a row, even after grabbing her own rebounds. One fan tweeted, "Is this real or on a loop?" That clip sparked accusations of stat padding, some even claimed she cared more about grabbing boards than actually scoring. It was that bad.
Reese can rebound and has an attitude and has trolled Caitlin Clark into some sort of relevance. And there's this racial protection of Angel Reese. Somehow she's important, and somehow anything that bad happens to her, because I'm sure what we're going to hear is like, well, she's struggling offensively because of all the stress she's dealing with. She's created this stress by trolling Caitlin Clark and by trying to pick fights with Caitlin Clark and by jumping up and getting in Caitlin Clark's face, and is going to end in embarrassment.
And this stuff doesn't happen in isolation. When your star player is 0 for 8 in front of the home crowd and missing wide open shots, chemistry starts to unravel. Teammates lose trust. You could see it happening live. Missed shots turned into visible frustration, none more obvious than Kamilla Cardoso's reactions on the bench.
Temper tantrums on the Chicago Sky, that person should be this woman right here. That person should be Kamilla Cardoso. Look at the frustration oozing out of Kamilla Cardoso. She gets a switch, Natasha Cloud, she's posting her up. We can't get an entry pass to Kamilla Cardoso.
The cameras caught every bit of it. Every time Reese missed another shot, Cardoso shifted away from the team. This wasn't subtle. She was literally moving away on the bench, distancing herself from her teammates as the offensive disaster played out right in front of her.
Cardoso, I am upset with how this offense is looking. If I'm Kamilla Cardoso, I'm upset that I still can't manage to get an entry pass. If I'm Kamilla Cardoso, I'm upset that I still need to deal with this type of amateurism in the WNBA. The Angel Reese shoot, miss, shoot, miss, shoot, miss, shoot, miss, shoot, miss experiment. Okay, this is where Kamilla Cardoso, look, pass it out. Look at Kamilla Cardoso on the bottom of your screen here. Pass it out, kick it out. Let me shoot a midi. How many attempts do we need at the same shot? Over and over and over and over again.
During the third quarter, after Reese missed her third shot in a row, Cardoso's body language said it all. Her shoulders dropped. She shifted seats. A respected pro known for staying composed, Cardoso's visible frustration on national TV spoke volumes about how fractured this team has become.
Reports came out that Kamilla Cardoso was sold on the Tyler Marsh signing. Rumor came out that Kamilla Cardoso wasn't excited, wasn't too pleased with how Teresa Weatherspoon was using her last year. So when she heard Tyler Marsh, when she got a sniff of Tyler Marsh possibly coming on board, they talked, laid out the game plan. Kamilla Cardoso was bought in. Cardoso was drinking the Kool-Aid, eating what Tyler Marsh was feeding her. But again, sold a fake bill of...
This is especially significant because Cardoso isn't known for showing emotion. She's built her reputation on staying calm, no matter what. So when someone like her can't hide frustration, it means things have hit a breaking point. Even veteran Courtney Vandersloot didn't hold back postgame, calling many of their mistakes dumb plays and admitting, "We haven't found a groove."
Part about this Kamilla Cardoso last night is you seeing her visibly giving up on her team here. Look at this. Look at this. Kamilla Cardoso literally walking towards the New York Liberty bench. Walking towards the New York Liberty bench. Like, hey, Brianna, Sabrina, scoot over a little bit. Let me take a seat. Hey, Sandy, is there any room on the bench for me? Can you guys use an extra player? Can I switch jerseys and see how I fit on this team?
That's not confidence, that's damage control. When your vet leader says you can't figure out basic spacing, it's clear things are falling apart. Good teams rally around struggling players. They adapt. They support. The Sky? They're doing the opposite, giving up on each other in plain sight. This isn't just a slump. It's a collapse.
Bravado don't need skilled players throughout their roster. They have Angel Reese. According to the media, Angel Reese is the equivalent of Caitlin Clark. Prepare yourself to be mesmerized at the elite athleticism of Angel.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the league, Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever are showing how a real team handles adversity. After a loss to Atlanta, they bounced back and dominated in the rematch. That's what happens when teammates support each other instead of pulling apart on the bench.
The toughness that we showed, our ability to stay together. Our bench was really engaged in every timeout and in every huddle. We were all.
Indiana didn't point fingers. They rallied. During timeouts and breaks, players like Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and Lexi Hull stayed connected with Clark. They created space, made plays, and helped each other succeed. You could see the chemistry in every possession.
Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hull are the real deal. That's what it does look like. It looks like these two off the bench, you can name whoever you want. These two ladies off the bench are going to be the most impactful duo in the WNBA, hands down. Hands down, these two are going to be the most impactful duo in the WNBA off the bench. They bring the energy, they bring the heat, they're able to score.
Even on an off night, Clark dropped 11 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. She ran the offense and kept it moving. Compare the Teresa's 0-4-8 showing. Indiana's offense has spacing, purpose, and rhythm. Chicago's? Chaotic, cramped, and lost. If your veteran guard is still saying they don't know where to place post players, you've got a broken system.
Your back to your team, walking away from the active plays going on, walking away from the actual basketball action, Yeah, Kamilla Cardoso's not a happy camper over there in Chicago, and I don't blame her. Again, this is another year of the same nonsense.
Social media lit up after Clark's bounce-back game. Even LeBron James fan accounts gave her props for leadership and poise. Indiana is gaining momentum with every game, while Chicago is sinking under the weight of dysfunction. One team is building something real. The other is unraveling. That contrast tells you everything about why 2025 already belongs to Clark, not Reese.
The Indiana Fever against the Atlanta Dream. Good teams win ugly. And that was what was most impressive to me about the Fever's performance against the Dream.
When your own teammate can't sit near you on the bench, it's time to take a hard look in the mirror. Kamilla Cardoso's frustration was a clear message: Angel Reese is losing her team. While Clark has her teammates lifting her up, Reese is watching hers walk away. The Fever are rising. The Sky? Crumbling. Let us know in the comments, should the Sky trade Reese? Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss what's really happening this season. Click the next video, and we'll see you there.